Okay, 325, 26, climbing up. The attendees are climbing up. So for everyone who is in the room right now, yes, you will see that there are 5 gentlemen on the screen. We also have Ling joining us in the session. Yay.
Yep.
So today you will hear from 3 of the speakers from Jensen Siaw International. And so we will have Benjamin kicking off with the trends in the life insurance industry and how you can ride the wave. They're followed by Coach Joshua Liu, Coach Liu, who will share with you how you can raise your resilience in adversity quotient and become more productive. And then we also have another speaker called Jason, who will share with you on online engagement strategies with your current client. I also like to introduce one of our fellow team member, and his name is Ken. Ken is the one that you see on the screen. If you have seen me appear in AIA Malaysia events, you probably would have seen him around, okay, traveling with me. So Ken is in the room today to help us manage your chats and questions at the back. So if you have any technical questions, just go to the chat board, leave it there, and we will help you as much as we can. So there are 3 ways to respond to us during this seminar, and one is by raising hands, the other one at the chat board, webinar chat board, and you can also leave a question at the Q&A, okay? You can also leave a questions at the Q&A. Okay, 怎么样, Darren, shall we start?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Very excited to have all these speakers over here, and I really thank you for organizing these, Jensen. So, well, without further ado, I think we shall start these sessions. And why not I just pass it to you and to see the first video.
We need to play
first,
a very important video.
Yep.
Play a very important video, okay?
Yeah.
So, yes, we need to play a very important video here. Okay, let me just put it nicely. Okay, here we go.
AIA Premier Academy proudly presents Digital Learning Channel, bringing learning to your doorstep. Embrace the new norm, connect virtually.
Whoa!
Wow, thank you very much. Well, good morning, AIA. I believe that this is no strangers for all of you who have known about this digital learning platform. So that I hope that all of us, we can understand and get used to the new norms after this, during this MCO or even after this. So because of that, and we will have a lot of channels, a lot of learnings for all of you in AIA. So stay tuned for more info. But for today, we will have these special events for all of you, and really thank you for attending this event in this morning, a great Tuesday for all of us. So we have a great speakers over here, and today me, Darren from TGA branch, and also Jensen, together with all the panels speakers, with all of us, we will share with you about these secrets, so with different topics. So with the first panels, I would like to pass it to Jensen to introduce you about what will be the topics and the essence that you are going to absorb in these 2 hours. Stay tuned for that.
Okay, thank you, Darren. Come on, let's give you a big round of applause. Whoa! Hello, AI Malaysia. Good morning. Selamat pagi. 早安你好. This is Jensen. So our leaders and some of our life planners would have met me last month on the 24th of April at one of your online BOPs where I delivered a 1-hour session. This coming Saturday, there's another online BOP by me, but today is for all of you, okay? So COVID hit our region in about February pretty hard. So in February, many events got cancelled, and early March, Malaysia went into the MCO, and now Singapore is in what we call a circuit breaker. So when COVID came into Singapore and in the region, I asked my team of speakers, can we do something for the industry? And the answer was yes, we should. Because we have made many friends in the region, in Malaysia. Many of you are our personal friends. And this is a relatively challenging time. So Jensen Siaw International team is here to help you, empower you. This is our heart for you, and it's reaching out to help you. So today, you will hear from 3 speakers, and they will share with you the domain topic of their expertise. So we like you to respond by raising hands. We like you to respond by asking questions. And we like you to respond by putting your responses on the chat board. So keep your questions coming. Time is tight. We have 2 hours. You have 3 speakers, great content. We will have a short Q&A session towards the end of this webinar. But meanwhile, you can just put your questions on the Q&A board, so that our speakers can also take a look. So to all AIA Malaysia friends, if you are ready, can I see you click raise hands, please? Raise hands, come on.
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay, as you're raising hands, I'm going to spotlight our first speaker on the screen, and he is Benjamin. Let me give you a quick introduction of Benjamin. His name is Benjamin Ang. Benjamin Ang is the founding editor of Asia Advisors Network. It's a portal that serves advisors with lots of great content. Now, he is also the person who launched the Asia Trusted Life Agents and Advisors Award, and this is the 5th year. You would have seen many of your AIA friends around Asia would have qualified, become a finalist, and also won some awards. So he'll tell you more about that later. And he's a very well-versed, well-read, and well-experienced insurance ambassador. He interviews CEOs and the C-suites across Asia. So today he's going to share with you what are the trends in the life insurance industry and how you can ride the wave and continue to thrive in your business. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I leave the time to Benjamin. The time is yours.
All right. Hi, everyone. A very good morning. Very excited to be here to share a few insights to life insurance trends, whether pre-COVID or even post-COVID. More importantly, I want you to walk away with things that you can do right now to thrive now and into the future. And also, when I speak, I like to give away a lot of statistics, a lot of facts, a lot of data that you can use immediately for your business, whether it's in sales or recruitment. Does that sound good? If it sounds good, please raise your hands. Yeah? Great. Let me share my screen now. Awesome. So we're talking about riding the wave of life insurance trends today and moving into the future. So before I start, I have this very important message I always like to bring. No matter how you're feeling today, you're feeling down, there's always someone that you can talk to. Yeah, you can talk to your colleagues, you can talk to your agency leaders, you can talk to your BDMs. Please talk to someone if you're feeling very down. Yeah. So let's get started. To give you some context to this question, in Singapore, some life insurance company, they take 50 years, they take 80 years, they take 100 years to sell 1 million policies, 1.5 million policies, or even 2 million policies. So now I have a question for you. I will start the poll later. How long do you think it takes to sell 240,000 insurance policies today? All right. How long does it take to sell 240,000 insurance policies today? I'm going to start the poll now. Okay, you see the poll on your screen? Come on, let's vote now. How long does it take to sell 240,000 insurance policies? Okay. In Singapore, a life insurer celebrated 80 years anniversary some years back, and they were marking 1.5 million insurance policies. So in today's time, in today's age, with today's technology, how long do you think it takes to sell 240,000 insurance policies? All right. Keep the votes coming in. A lot of you are still voting, so we will wait for a while. Some of you are saying years, decades, months, weeks. Oh, there's someone who says seconds or minutes and even hours. All right. But year seems to be the most common option now. Keep those votes coming in. Maybe we give 5 more seconds for those of you who has yet to decide, who has yet to vote. 5 more seconds, yeah? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let me end the poll now. Let me share the results. Okay, for most of you, 37% you think is the number of years, right? It makes sense, right? 240,000 insurance policies, it takes years. A lot of you think it takes decades as well, months. Yeah, interestingly, some people think minutes and seconds. So let me review the answer to you right now. Okay, a lot of you think that it takes years to sell 240,000 insurance policies. Some of you put months, days, hours, minutes. The answer is 1 second. Are you shocked by this? 1 second. If you are shocked, please raise your hands. Yeah, 240,000 insurance policies can be sold in 1 second, because that's what happened in this situation. 双十一. I think a lot of you are very familiar with this, right? Alibaba's Singles Day sale, 双十一 sale. So a couple of years back, at its peak, it was selling 240,000 insurance policy per second. I don't know about you, but to me, that's super impressive, right? I think I used to click the mouse or I used to sign, also take more than 1 second. So that's how fast technology has evolved. That's how far technology has come. Yeah, just 1 second at its peak, 240,000 insurance policies were sold. Okay, so this one, next. I'm going to ask you, okay, I'm going to start the poll again later as well. Imagine a world where you don't have to do interviews to recruit, yeah? So some of you are agency leaders out there. When I talk to agency leaders, sometimes it's like, oh, a lot of these things affect sales. I mean, obviously, they are worried about their team. They are worried for their team, okay? But sometimes they find, hey, for managers or for agency leaders, maybe the impact is not so great. So we shall find out whether it is true, yeah? So I'm going to ask you, do the poll now, yeah? So let me start it. Launch poll. Okay, this is my poll number 2. Okay, imagine a world where you don't have to do interviews to recruit. Do you think it's possible or impossible? Right, nowadays when you want candidates, when you want to recruit someone, sometimes you talk until your saliva dry, also the person may or may not join you, right? So can you imagine a world where you as an agency leader don't have to do any more interviews to be able to recruit? Right, keep those votes coming in. Okay, wow, seems like quite an even fight. Yes, imagine a world where you don't have to do interviews to recruit. Does that sound like a dream? Does that sound like heaven? Or do you think that can't be reached? And what does it mean for agency leaders? Yeah? So the votes are still coming in. We'll wait for a while longer. Okay, just 2 options. Please make your choice fast. Okay, we're going to stop in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I will end the poll now. Share the results. So 27% of you say that it's impossible, right? How can it be possible? So difficult to recruit. Can you don't do interviews to recruit anymore? But 73% of you say that is possible, right? Imagine a world in future where you don't have to do interviews to recruit. Great. So let me share with you. It is not only possible, it is already happening. Are you shocked by this? It is not only possible, it is already happening. If you are wowed by this, yes, raise your hands, yeah? It is already happening. One of the top life insurance companies in China, okay, one of the top life insurance company in China, it is already doing that. So in the past, they had 3,000, yeah? They had 3,000 interviewers just interviewing candidates, just interviewing people to hire agents, yeah? So now, by using artificial intelligence, by using AI and chatbots, guess how many interviewers do they have now in this insurance company? It's a grand total of 0. Yeah, from 3,000 interviewers, now they have 0. And if you think this is just a cost-cutting measure, you are mistaken, because their statistics, their results show that by moving to artificial intelligence, where they don't even need people to interview candidates anymore, productivity and retention actually went up 30%. Yeah, not went down. They went up. Retention and productivity of their agents went up 30%. So what does it mean for you? Stay tuned to find out more, right? And of course, now with coronavirus, with COVID-19, a lot of times people feel, oh, I'm praying for the day where things are back to normal, right? They pray, please go back to normal before COVID-19. Okay, I've got news for you. All this is actually accelerating change, right? We can see it in society, you can see it in our daily lives. COVID-19 is actually accelerating all this change and digital transformation and adoption. Okay, if you agree, raise your hands, yeah, whether it's going to change permanently for the future. So the good news for you, a lot of all these statistics that I share, a lot of all these statistics you are able to find on Asia Advisors Network. Okay, like Jensen introduced me just now, I'm the founding editor of Asia Advisors Network. We are the only media dedicated to serving you, financial practitioners. So we have training videos from Jensen and team. We also interview CEOs. We interview famous personalities like John Maxwell, the management guru. And if you watch Pursuit of Happiness, we've also interviewed Chris Gardner, the story whose life it was based on. Yeah. So follow us, go to the portal. It's free for you. A lot of interesting news and sharing from successful agents and agency leaders. And of course, I was also the creator of the Asia Trusted Life Agents and Advisors Awards. We get active participation from AIA across the region every year. You'll be able to see some familiar faces in this. This award ceremony happened last year in Bangkok. Yes, so you'll see some very familiar faces here. And it cuts across companies, it cuts across countries. So this is really one of its kind, and it's qualitative, and the judging process is independently audited. So with what I do, because I get access to all these experts, I get invited to speak as well with Jensen, as well as in different countries. Okay, so I get to ask a lot about the life insurance trends, and also my sharing on LinkedIn, how I use LinkedIn as a personal branding tool. LinkedIn is something that I find not enough people are using, and it's underutilized. Okay, I'm also a certified dual spectrum personality profiling consultant. What does it mean? A lot of times people want to find out, hey, am I suitable for this industry? Hey, is this candidate suitable for this industry? And what are the type of personalities that are suitable for the industry, right? Based on all these successful agents and agency leaders that I meet. So that could be interesting, yeah? And if we are not connected online yet, that's where you can find me in most of the social media platforms. That's my handle. Yep, you should be able to search me and should come up quite easily. Benjamin Ang or Ben Ang YH. That's the short form. So back to the main topic. How many of you have heard this question before? I think some of you are in the industry for so many years, 20, 30 years. One of the questions that always comes out, right? And of course, one of the questions that I always get is it the death of insurance advisors? Do you get that? If you've heard this before, please raise your hands, yeah? So it comes in different forms and many forms. Sometimes they ask, is insurance a sunset industry? Have you heard that before? Is insurance so saturated how to do, right? Especially for agency leaders, if you're doing recruitment, or even for advisors at the back of your mind, this may be what you are thinking. Of course, you don't tell your agency leaders, but this could be what you're thinking, right? So I'm going to share with you statistics to help you understand that. Yeah, does that sound good? Yes. So why? Because a lot of times when regulations change, when new platforms come out, that's always the question that people ask, and it feels like, outside of our community, where we know agents like you, advisors like you are out there doing a great job helping community, helping society, other people seem to think that agents are the problems. Yeah, we don't know why, right? So if you're out there doing great work, please continue to do your great work. So I'm going to ask you this question, okay? I'm going to start a poll as well. So in Singapore, the Life Insurance Association of Singapore They keep very good statistics. They keep very detailed statistics of the insurance industry. So one of the things that they are keeping track of is the online direct channels market share. So if you are recruiting, people may ask you, right? Or if you are selling even, sometimes people ask you, hey, if everything can buy online, if I can go direct, then why do I need an agent? Have you heard this before? Hey, if I can buy online, if I join the industry, still can or not? Right? As an agency leader, you must have heard this before. So instead of just telling them your experience and just telling them, hey, can I've done it before, look at me, my career, wow, so good, so good. Increasingly, if you're talking about millennials or even zillennials, right? Generation Z, they may not take that anymore. You all know very well, right? With your kids or even with new colleagues and new FCs that are in your team, you tell them, hey, this is how I used to do it. This is how it has always been done. They don't accept it readily now. So what you can do, of course, share your experience and all, but what you can do is also share with them statistics, yeah? So let me frame this question again. Okay, in Singapore, even so educated, right? Financial literate, everyone is educated, that's what they say. And how much do you think, what's the percentage? Let me start, yep, where people buy online directly. What's the online direct channels market share? Okay, in Singapore, it's also a government push, okay, to be online, to be direct. Okay, and yeah, there are life insurance companies now also, having to put some of their products online to sell directly to consumers without agents and advisors. So what's the percentage do you think online direct channels market share is in Singapore, which is supposed to be more advanced and educated, supposedly, yeah? All right. Oh, it's quite even this time round. Okay, some will say 20%, 12%, 2%. Okay, the votes are still coming in. Okay, keep the votes coming in. Is it 20%? Is it 12%? Is it 2%? All right, 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, due to time, let's end the poll now. And let me share the results. 20%. So 48% of you think online direct channels market share is now at 20%. 24% of you think it's at 12%. 17% of you think that it's at 2%. Okay, so majority of you think that it makes up 20% of the market share in Singapore. Okay, let me share with you the results. It is actually only 0.2%. Okay, so it's a trick question. It's not even 2%, even though most of you say that it's 20%. So in Singapore, the online direct channels market share in 2019 was only 0.2%. Is it very low? Do you think it's very low? If you think it's very low, please raise your hands, yeah? 0.2% only. So that's the kind of impression that a lot of people get as well. So if you are agency leader, if you are recruiting, or even for yourself when you're thinking of for your career, right? You always think, wow, people buy online, wow, a lot of people say buy online, a lot of people talk about buying online. The proportion, the percentage must be very high. So if you meet an auditor, you meet an accountant, you meet an engineer that you're looking to recruit, share with them statistics like that. In Singapore, it is only 0.2%. Okay, that's how low it is. So why? Okay, so every time there's a new technology, there's a new initiative, there's a new regulation, people always ask me, hey Ben, what do you think? This one, they say blockchain will get rid of insurance agents. What do you think? Or they say, oh, wow, now everybody talk about insurtech, it will get rid of agents. What do you think? Oh, there's a new regulation that is coming out, it will get rid of agents. What do you think? So after a while, I came to this 4A's framework to life insurance purchase. Okay, so for life insurance, these 4 things must happen for them to get clients consistently and continuously. Okay, so number 1 is awareness. And that's where most financial education and financial literacy campaigns from the government is focused on, right? They focus on awareness, educate them, tell them the importance of financial planning, tell them the importance of insurance planning. right? So they only have this awareness part. But you and I know, especially you, if you're out there meeting people, you're out there knocking on doors, you're out there walking the streets, the key piece of it is not awareness. A lot of people know insurance is important, if they know, yeah? But other than knowing, it's also taking action. Do you agree? So I always say, put aside regulations, put aside all the administrative tasks, put aside underwriting and all that. If we just have one red button on your phone, okay, to say buy insurance, how many people in the streets, how many of your consumers will click the button to buy insurance? You and I know not that many, right? Do you agree? Because at the end of the day, they may know, but a lot of them, they don't take action. Okay, so action is very important. The third A is actually access. So this is the part where you make it easy for people to buy insurance, right? So online, for internet and all, they find that, hey, they make it easy to buy insurance, so it solves the problem. But agents and advisors like you make it very easy to buy insurance as well, because you go out there to meet people and you make sure that they understand what they are getting. So what's the key piece that is missing? Advice. So for life insurance, a very key piece of it is they must be able to provide advice. So just now remember when I said 240,000 insurance policies in 1 second? So that one is more of general insurance. So if it's general insurance, it's easy, right? It's your travel insurance, it's your personal accident insurance, it's even your car or motor insurance policies. Okay, a lot of this, you don't need advice. I'm just going for holiday 3 days. I just buy whichever is cheaper, pray nothing happen, right? So, but for life insurance, a key part of it is advice. That is why I feel your role continues to be very important regardless of the situation and environment and technology. Because InsurTech now, even if they sell life insurance products, it's just plain vanilla term insurance, or those that are 2 years, 3 years, short-term fixed deposit kind of insurance. So here's the good news, right? Don't worry about it. 240,000 insurance policies. That's for the small add-ons of general insurance. For life insurance, your role continues to be very important. Sounds good? So COVID-19, what's going to happen? Like I said just now, COVID-19 is going to accelerate all these changes. Yeah. So you must keep in mind. So for those of you who think, hey, COVID-19, after that, hopefully we go back to normal, it does not happen, yeah? One very good example is September 11, right? After September 11, did our lives go back to normal? Not really. When you go to the airports now, you see metal detectors, you cannot buy water. You go to offices, a lot of them now also have security and metal detectors and stuff like that. So life doesn't really go back to normal. And one of the things that people don't realize for September 11 is, actually, the anti-money laundering law has also been tightened considerably after September 11. So today, if you are thinking, oh, I hope that things will go back to normal, or this MCO, or in Singapore we call it circuit breaker, once it's over, people will go back to normal. I can tell you, it's very difficult because a lot of things have changed now in our daily lives and in our corporate lives. This exact webinar or Zoom training is one of the things that a lot of people are comfortable with now, right? So what can you do to be an MVP, using a sports term, right? Most valuable player. So what can you do to be MVP? So we have established that advice is important. Financial consultants will continue to be important. So how can you make sure you are the one that emerge victorious in this situation? So to me, there are 2 key things that you have to master, all right? Number 1, you have to master virtual selling. There's virtual appointments, virtual meeting. You have to master virtual selling. This will not go away. Why do I say that? Okay, this one is my son. Okay, cute or not? If it's cute, please raise your hands. Huh? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Very cute, right? Yeah. So this is my son. So what is he doing? Okay, in Singapore, because of the circuit breaker measures, we have home-based learning. So this is my son. Guess how old is he? He's only 4 years old. Yes, 4 years old. He has his Zoom meeting, he has his Zoom training together with the teachers, learning and educating. Yep. So what can you do? So what does it mean? A lot of this technology, the kids are growing up with this technology. They are very comfortable with this technology. You may think, oh, but he's so young, 4 years old only, he's not my clientele base. Moving forward, these people are the ones that are going to be very comfortable. Yeah. So my son, who is the other son who is 8 years old, he was the one who told me, hey, Papa, come, I show you this Zoom meeting. You can be upside down, you know. And he turns the screen, change the settings, and make the video upside down. So as we learn to use this, these kids, they are growing up with it. Okay, even in the past with iPad and everything. So this will be the norm. And especially for Malaysia, I think this is very important because in Singapore, end to end, if it's fast, maybe 1 hour. Okay, you just need to travel. But Malaysia, sometimes when I'm in KL, stay near KLCC, 1 hour, I still see KLCC there, right? So for you guys, if traffic conditions and all, if you master virtual selling, you can become even more effective in this time. Agree? So the second piece I want to talk about is to master personal branding and presence and professionalism. Okay, a lot of P's here. So professionalism is a given. I'm not going to talk so much about it, yeah? Because if advice is important, then you as an advisor, you as a financial consultant, you must be very professional. You know, get your CHFC, get your CFP, get your certs up, you know, understand how to do comprehensive financial planning. That's going to become increasingly important moving forward. So I'm going to talk about the other 2 P's, which is master personal branding and presence. Why this is important. Moving forward, you'll see more and more, okay, even post-COVID-19, yeah? Companies will be using agent referral code and the unique referral URLs to reach out to consumers. So 5 years ago, 10 years ago, there was always a lot of talk about channel conflicts. So companies have to be very careful in mining the channel conflicts. What do I mean by that? So if an insurance company want to advertise to the consumers, right? Oh, we have this promo. They can only say, oh, approach your agents and all that to avoid channel conflicts. Okay, they cannot, because if not, you will be thinking, wow, company is trying to bypass me, my clients buy, then wow, nobody service them, then I don't get anything from it. Okay, in the past, technology was not there to solve this problem. But now, very easily with technology, and people are used to using all these other apps in their daily lives to enter referral codes, to enter promo codes, or even just to buy through a unique referral URL that you send to them. So that's why your personal branding and presence is going to be important. How often do you engage with your clients? How often do they hear from you? May not be physically, may not be face-to-face, but you must have the different touch points, right? So how many of you are doing the, oh, before birthday, do annual review? Are you guys doing that? Okay, at least once or twice a year, right? You meet your clients. Oh, let's do a review of your financial portfolio. Okay, moving forward, you have to think, is that going to be enough? Okay, because if I'm your client, I keep seeing someone else, whether it's newsletter, whether it's online, whether it's social media, someone else keep posting about something, will you still be top of mind? That's a question mark. And when companies have promotion, they send you your unique URL, they send you your promo code, they send you your agent code, and ask you to go up to your clientele base. Are you able to reach them effectively, or will someone be in front of them first? And sometimes, not because your clients don't like you, right? Sometimes it's just clients, they don't know. Oh, something came out, I just click, should be same. I think my agent still can get the commission. So you have to be very careful of this. Because if you think, oh, well, lucky I've been in business for quite some time, I have a very good clientele base, you need to do this to protect your base. If not, there will be leakage, right? So no matter what platform you use, whether it's social media or even LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever platform that you use, or it can be videos or written text, or it can even be newsletters that you send them weekly newsletter or monthly newsletter. Whatever platforms and system you use, that's fine, but you must have something, okay? The session today is too short for us to talk in detail some of these things, but my fellow speakers later, they'll be talking about how to increase your productivity in adversity, and also how to build trust and engagement with your clients. So stay tuned for the other speakers. And I think it also depends on your personality, how you're like. Are you comfortable in front of people? Are you comfortable in front of camera? Or are you someone who writes, who's deep in thoughts? Yep. So a lot of times we use this McDoer as well to understand ourselves better, to understand you better, and then to plan accordingly. Okay. The next thing is also your professional image. When people see your face, when people see you online, what's the first thing that comes to their mind? What do they think of? So all these are your messaging that you have to do to make sure that you master personal branding and presence. So what I think, moving forward, sometimes people feel, will robot take away our jobs? Okay. Good news for you, for financial consultants, for life insurance. I feel that what will happen is you need to supercharge your brain, right? So advisors are here to stay. So what you need to do is to ride on technology, right? So if you think advisors are here to stay, raise your hands, show that you agree with me, yeah? Supercharge your brain, ride the technology, make sure you have your presence. Great. So I'm going to show you this picture. Yep. So like in Chinese, we say 危机, right? There's opportunity in crisis. So I want you to take a good look at this picture, okay, and see what you see. I'm going to start the poll later, yeah? So in this picture, so for every crisis, if you look hard enough, you will be able to find opportunities to ride the wave, okay? Whether it's insurance trends or COVID-19. So look at this picture, look harder, see what are you able to make out. Yeah, of course, other than the dog, I hope you see the dog. So I'm going to start this poll now. Yes. Okay. What do you see? The dog, yes. I hope 100% of you see the dogs, yeah, when you answer yes. There's a dog there, obviously. But what else do you see? Do you see a cat? Do you see a man? Do you see a house inside? Or do you see a bicycle inside? Yes, keep those votes coming in. Yeah, or some of you cannot see anything. It's okay, yeah. You will see the dog, but if you look harder, is there something else that you can find in the picture? So it's just like our situation, it's just like a crisis, right? If you look hard enough, do you just see challenges or do you also see opportunities? Yes. Okay, people are still voting. Keep those votes coming in. I'll give another 5 seconds, yeah. In the interest of time. Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let me end the poll now and share the results. Yeah, so most of you see the dog obviously. Okay. And some of you see cats, man also 25%, house 12%, bicycle 7%. Okay. So in this picture, you see a dog, obviously, and you see a man. Okay, there's a man inside here. All right, take a closer look again. You can see a man. For those who saw house and bicycle, I'm not sure. Maybe you can PM me and contact me. I've never seen that before. Yeah, if you see cat, if you see house, if you see bicycle, please get in touch with me. All right, and show me. But for those of you who can't see the man, this is where the man is. Yeah, the dog's here. It's a hat. It's the head of a man, the dog's ear here. And this is the face. He's looking down. The man is looking down, yeah? The nose is here, the lips is here, the eyes is here. So you have a man here looking down. Can you find it? You see it? If you like this picture, if you like this picture, raise your hands, yeah? So there's actually a man within this picture, yeah? So like all crises, if you look hard enough, you will see the opportunity to ride the waves and do it before anybody else. Yeah, so we touched on a lot of things today, but there are 3 key things that I want you to remember, yeah? So number 1, tech advancements. Okay, technology is moving a lot faster than we think or we know. So don't keep our heads in the sand, yeah? Technology is moving so fast, especially in some other countries where they have a lot of technological firms. Yep. But the good news is, like I said, in my 4 A's of life insurance purchase, right? Okay, advice is still very important. So the role of agents and advisors will be around for the professional ones. Then the key question becomes, are you the one that can give them that advice? Okay, because of your professionalism and because of your skills. Which is why, are you the MVP that's going to be around And what did I say about MVP? You have to master 2 key things, right? To try to ride the wave. Number 1, anything that's virtual, yeah? Master your virtual selling, appointments, even if it's not the whole process, they're going to want to meet you at least for the first time. Before I invite you to my house, before I travel to somewhere to meet you, I want to see whether I like you or not. Virtual is here to stay. The other one is, of course, be professional, but also your personal branding and your presence and your image. Sounds good? So with that, I'm going to end my presentation with this slide that I love a lot, yeah? No matter how long you have been in the industry, no matter how successful you are right now, right? The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. Do you agree with that? Because now most people, or a lot of people now, can read, can write. So they are not the uneducated ones, they are not the illiterate ones. But those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn to adapt to changes, those are the ones who may suffer. With that, thank you very much. My name is Benjamin. I hope you found this useful. Raise your hands if you find this useful. Connect with me on social media. And I shall end my presentation now. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Benjamin. Yes, that was Benjamin sharing on how you can ride the life insurance trend. So talk about master virtual selling, master your professional image. Hey, Darren, let's share a point or two of what you have taken away from his sharing.
Wow, I think the 4 A's really strikes me to give me the enlightenment. You know, a lot of people, they have this awareness, but the questions for me is that how to make people take actions. The one I really, really want to know. You see, knowing and doing definitely always have a gap. So I think that is the golden questions that all the life planners in the entire world would like to know. How to make people press the button, Benjamin. So I really hope that
yeah, we're losing Darren there.
Okay, ask some questions if you have any. Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can. Yes. So yes, we want your questions to come in.
Yeah.
You want your questions to come in.
Yeah. Okay, then after that, definitely access. I think access is one of the things that a lot of people might neglect, where last time would be is a face-to-face. But how about now? Can people look for insurance in another platform? So I think a lot of life planners have a new thoughts about the new norms. I always believe that after listening to Benjamin's, one thing for sure, when things change, we can't go back to the so-called the old norms anymore. Agree with that? So a lot of people refuse to change. That I would like to say that so sorry when the environment moves, we need to move, or else you'll be kicked to somewhere. That is what the main lesson that I get it from Benjamin's. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Darren. Yes. So it's no longer going back to normal. We are going for the new norm, and whatever is taking place is here to stay, and it will accelerate forward. So when there's a change, what happens is people are afraid, people are scared, and sometimes we become apprehensive. And therefore, we need to up our resilience in AQ to get ourselves to think in the right mindset, become stronger. So here I introduce you our next speaker. His name is called Joshua Luke. Coach Luke is an international speaker. We also like to call him the Kingsman Motivational Speaker. Today he's in a 3-piece suit again. And he is well known in the arena of personal branding, image. And today he's going to share with you the internal side. That is how you can raise your resilience and adversity quotient to rise in this sense. And especially in his sharing, there is a profiling segment. So please participate actively. There's a profiling segment to let you find out what is your current resilience level. Okay, Coach Liu, over to you. Go.
Thank you, Jensen. Hello, everyone. Hello, AIA Malaysia. Okay, how are you people out there? If you're there, you're feeling awesome, please put out a hand right now. Raise your hand. Okay, wow, going very fast. Okay, 100 plus. Wow, okay, yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Benjamin, for the 4 A's. I love that a lot in terms of awareness, assess, action, also in terms of advice. Now, I'm going to give you the 5th A, which is on adversity quotient. And adversity quotient could be equivalent to resilience. Okay, allow me to share my screen right now first. And this program is how to up your resilience in AQ to increase your productivity. Some guidelines for the online course first. I would like to say, please be patient with one another. I can see that all of us, you are very active in the chat box. Our questions should be placed in the Q&A tab. So if you have, because at the end of the session, we will go to the Q&A tab and answer the question. Let's be respectful to one another. And at the same time, your participation is really needed. Especially later, when we do assessment, we need you to put in the real answer that's personal to you to find out the level of your AQ, adversity quotient. So in chat, in reaction, so putting up hands, clapping will help us to know that you're still there and enjoying every moment of it. Thank you for the raising hands now. And polling, yes, we have poll, very fun poll. And I would like to see whether what could be out there in Malaysia, what could you be thinking about so that we can help you to adjust or even to learn better and more things, okay? So remember to type a question there and kindly respect copyright, no audio or video recording. And now let's go. For those who have seen me before, well, okay, it's good to see you again. Okay, if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Joshua Luke. So people usually address me as Coach Luke. I'm a global master trainer, international speaker, and celebrity master personal branding consultant. And for me, I've won a few awards, which is in terms of overseas, whether in US or in terms of even in Singapore. These are the few awards I've won. I'm a holder of several international master certification program. And today, I'm talking about one very powerful trademark program called TSMQ, Total Success Multi-Quotient. So you will do the profiling from this program. I'm an MBA graduate. Now I'm doing my doctorate degree and focusing on personal peak performance for corporate setting. So it's very, very interesting. It takes about 3 years, while it is stretching for me, doing research, doing interviews, and but it's fun. And I just love how the whole thing unfolds to share with you more about why is a person successful, whether is it out in the world or in the financial planning industry. For those who want to kind of contact me, keep in touch with me. So Joshua Luke, Facebook, and also LinkedIn, Joshua Luke, you can find me there. And for Instagram, will be Coach Joshua Luke. Let's go. Goal setting time. I love this quote by the World Research Team for Personal Effectiveness and Development. Start right, start strong, start well prepared. And we can survive any journey, no matter how challenging it may be. And it's true. This COVID-19 itself could be a challenging times because it takes the whole world by storm. So let's just see how you yourself can increase your AQ to emerge stronger, higher, better through this situation. So now let's have a polling time. I would like to see how are you feeling right now in this period, okay? I would like to just put on this. Let me just go to the first one and I would like to say, okay, so how are you feeling right now in this period? Is number one, is it scared? Okay, don't really know what to do actually. Okay, so which one do you think you'll be? Or number two, chillax lah, own time, own target. Do things law? Or is it sian, nothing to do? Or is it good? We can do more things and meet more clients at times like this. Okay, so this is really just asking you for your real answer, how you're feeling. I know in Malaysia, we have got MCO, and of course Singapore, we call it circuit breaker. Every one of us have to kind of stay at home and also work from home for non-essential services, although for those who stay at home to work. So which one do you want, are you feeling? So the number is increasing now. Is it scared? Or is it chillax, sian? Or good, we can do more things. Okay, I'll just give about 5 more seconds. Okay, increasing. Yeah. Okay. A bit more, okay. Sure. Okay, 1 minute has passed. I would like to end poll now. Okay, there'll be a few more polls. I need your help to help me to just put in your answers the fastest you can. Okay, and the results. Wow, I'm so impressed because about 52% of you are saying that, which is the highest score, say that good, we can do more things and meet more clients at times like this. Okay, of course, some of you mentioned things like such as, chillax law, own time, own target, do things law. Well, we should be more motivated to do things faster, especially right now at this time when we're at home. We save a lot of time. Scared, don't really know what to do. We are all here to help us, each of us together, okay? And sian, nothing much to do. Okay, interesting. So this training session or this session will be able to help us to increase our AQ. And with this, I'd like to say, what is productivity in life? In Total Success Multi-Quotient, TSMQ, productivity means the same amount of effort or time, you do things more, okay? Or every time you do things, it's actually better quality, which means using the same timing you have right now, you are able to make more appointments or meet more clients online. Or each time you meet a client online, the result, your hit rate, okay, your closing deal rate is much higher. To me, that's productivity. Or doing the same amount of work, you actually do it in a shorter time frame. So remember, using better work, more work, same time frame, or the same amount of work, shorter time frame. This is called productivity according to TSMQ. Okay, and framework used today is total success multi-quotient. And like to say that it is talking about success comes in various quotient. You can go into their website, www.totalsuccessmq.com, where they talk about a person who is successful has been researched to be very well-rounded into these different personal effective skills called quotient: IVQ, innovation quotient; technology quotient; adversity quotient; SQ, social; charisma; and emotion quotient. So these are the 6 quotient that a person needs to have to complete it to be successful in life discovered. Okay, and what happened in this profiling online? Of course, later we're doing more on simplified paper assessment. We check out the quotient that yours are the highest in, or the highest 3 quotient, and you check out into analytics profiling. So discover that people who might have the bigger area mass, okay, these are people who've got huge potential or success potential, and these are people that you should want to be, or you need to recruit if you're a leader. At the same time, there can be a gearing, which means sometimes some of you are higher in only 3 type of quotient, so they track whether are you better in people management or task management, or in terms of talent or experience. So this is how it goes. Of course, 6Q we have here. He mentioned, hey, Coach Liu, I don't see the IQ, intelligence quotient. Well, intelligence quotient could be something of the past, because innovation quotient replace intelligence quotient, because if you want to be innovative, you need to have a certain level of intelligence first. Okay, but this session, we're talking about AQ, adversity. So what is adversity quotient? Now, first of all, we need to know what is adversity. In a nutshell, it talks about this: a difficult or unpleasant situation. Someone who go through, let's just say, the loss of a loved one, or someone who go through divorce, even shifting house, can be a difficult or unpleasant situation for some. And it really depends. I've known people who love to shift house. They love to just pack and go. But there are people who shifting house could be a huge stress for them or challenge. So quiz time now. Okay, to know how you're feeling inside, I would like to just put it for you and tell me what is your first interpretation of the picture you're seeing here. Okay, and I'm going to launch poll. And with this, let's just go to, now tell me what do you see in this picture. And do you see number 1, business, okay, going downhill, okay? Or you see, hey, traveling time and my transportation costs reducing a lot more. So which one will it be for this? Is it number 1, business sales going downhill, or traveling time and my transportation costs actually reducing? Okay, so this one, I'll just go for about 30 seconds. So coming to 22 seconds ready. Okay, wow, okay. It's quite even out for both. Okay. Good. And okay, let's just add the poll now first, and let's just take a look at here. And I would like to share results. Okay, and the answer for here is, first impression that most of you have is the business sales going downhill. But a lot of times, some of you actually mentioned traveling time, transportation costs reducing. So what happened is between perception change. Are you more in terms of looking at negative or the positive? No worries, we have got another picture for you to see, because altogether there are 3 different pictures. The next picture is, now looking at this, and there is a pie segment. So we have got the smallest pie, the mid pie, and the largest pie. So asking you all now, okay, if you would like to, you say that you are getting a whole of the pie, which pie segment do you think you belong to, you are having right now? Okay, and it goes like this. So we have the smallest pie lah. Okay, you say, oh, the middle pie law. You say, hey, some of you say, I don't care, smallest, medium, or largest. I just want to make sure I'll get the largest pie at the end of this period, this COVID-19 situation, MCO for Malaysia, somewhere, somehow. Okay, somewhere, somehow, somewhat. Okay, so this is how you have here. And I would love to see now is about 30% of you all have voted already. Let's continue. So which one should it be? the smallest pie, or the mid pie law, what to do, or I'll make sure I get the largest pie. And with this, in another 5 more seconds, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's just end poll. And answer is, I'll share results now. Wow. Now I'm also impressed again at this. You say, a lot of you say, I don't care small or large or medium pie. I'll make sure I'll get the largest pie at the end of this period, somehow and somewhat. And guess what happened? From now to MCO ends at 9th of June, we still have exactly 4 weeks to go, okay? AIA Malaysia. So you must continue to know that 1 more month or 4 weeks to go itself is a lot of time for you to do a lot of things since we're staying at home and don't have to do traveling time or even have to just spend time or our effort in traveling, okay? Last one. This is interesting. What is your first interpretation of the picture? And take a look at this and tell me, look at this picture. Do you think is in terms of, number 1, time bomb, help me, okay? Or number 2 is, hey, it's alarm clock. It's time to change, innovate, and progress further because it's a wake-up time for us to know the whole world is changing. And it's true, wherever we are, the whole world is now doing virtual and it's become the norm. So whatever's the norm, people will know that they'll do it, including your clients. But how about you? Are you starting to do it? If not, are you already well prepared to do it? It's time to change, okay? And let's just end poll with this and share results. The answer is, wow, 97% of you say it's time to change and progress. Of course, there are 3% of you say time bomb. First impression is, I'm scared. And people, do not worry about your true feelings because we can really be fearful at this time. But we're all here, AIA Malaysia, we're all here to help one another to push ourselves up to the next level. That's why we're having this session, this virtual conference, to actually share with you the skills that you can possess to go through this higher, stronger, better together. Okay, so AQ actually means a score that measures how you deal with adversity in life. It's also known as a science of resilience. So resilience and AQ somehow does link together pretty well, okay? And there are different aspects of AQ, but the one thing about this is that my job is to tell you, okay, that to deter yourself from being demotivated, demoralized, in the long run, some people could get depressed. And it's true, some people are getting a bit more depressed, not just from stay at home, but also in terms of the work-wise, it's a bit affected. So let's continue to shine further and go through this. The World Research Team has another quotation. It talks about when people see a crossroad, okay, a resilient person sees a chance for a new direction in life. Let's look at it this way. It's a switch of perception on this. AQ destroyers. So what do you think are the destroying factors of the above mentioned training topic, which is AQ destroyers? Well, when we do a 2 full-day program or full-day program on AQ, we actually go in discussion. We came up with a whole list of AQ destroyers for us to see. But here, I'm going to show you 3 very important things why a person have got lower AQ. And number 1, it could be in terms of your mindset mentality. This part here is very important. So when you point to a direction, when you point to here, it talks about the mindset. So everything could start from the mindset part here. People who are negative, pessimistic. People who may be fearful of rejection, failures and trying to say, but Coach Liu, I don't think my clients will want to meet me over virtual. Have you tried? No, I think they will not. So it's a mindset limitation, okay? Coach Liu, I don't think I would know how to do the Zoom or in terms of WebEx or MS Teams, all these virtual platforms. But have you tried finding out? So once you find out, they're really making it very easy for all of us to know how to pick up so that you can actually share with your clients if they have a barrier to meeting you virtually. People who are unmotivated and no clear goals, low level of discipline, I hope not for y'all, because for your line of work, you need to be more self-motivated. People who are sloppy at work, which means your quality of work itself is not going for excellent. I'm not asking for perfection. I'm asking for a high standard of at least A1. A1 in Singapore is 75% and above, and that is actually a core spirit of excellence. Procrastinating, I can do so tomorrow. But tomorrow and tomorrow, we only left about 4 weeks, no? Okay? And low sense of self-upgrading and further development. Okay, the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. And do you know what's the next best time? It's today, now, this moment. Okay? And if you are joining this course here, which means you do have a sense of you need to upgrade or at least personal develop yourself further. And that's how why we're all here. And a few not being open-minded, actually, this could be the 7th one, but actually in this, I'm just going to share with you the 3rd point from here. Conservative and not receptive to change. Change is inevitable. And what do? We're all change agents. We must follow the trend and change and go with the flow. That's most important. And to know about this, I've got this I love this quotation by this guy whom I know very well. He said that resilience is the ultimate key to unlock a lot of challenging doors to success. Okay, and this person is none other than, okay, yours truly. Yes. Yeah, thanks, Jensen. Okay, yeah, this is my quote. Okay, now it's time for us to go into analytics profiling, TSMQ in AQ. And with this, I would like to just go through the question. Of course, there's a whole list of questions usually for this profiling assessment, but now we are going to give you a simplified 3 questions only. Do read through each question carefully. Consider all options thoroughly for both life and work. To be more specific, here in Malaysia, we do it only more for work here, okay, your work. Okay, give your best response. Do not overthink too long, too much. At the same time, I want you all to know that the answers to this question are neither right or wrong, because ultimately, you must discover for yourself how you're like. And so base responses on how I like today, not last week, yesterday, not in future, because today is the day that we need to find out the level to work together to emerge as victors. Okay, if you're ready, could you just see a show of hands? If you're ready, just put up a hand and show me that it's ready. Okay, wow, this is going very strong. Thank you for your attention now. Okay, yes, so I'll start, okay? This one, you have to use your phone or write down your marks. So your answer could only be a score of 1 to 10, 1 being the least, 10 being the most. And then after that, you will just get only 3 questions. You write out the score. Then after that, ask you to tabulate together. Okay. And the first question is on AQ, TSMQ in analytics profiling assessment, simplified version is when things happen much to my dismay. I'll first analyze the reason why and then see how to apply any solution to better the circumstances. And the keyword here is when bad things happen, you will not react, respond, behave, or fight back. You will sit down and analyze first. That means you have got this thing called the composure. Okay, so 1 to 10. Some of you say, no, Coach Liu, when things happen, I will just fight back, I will just do this. So it could be 2, 3, or 4 without thinking first. Some of you say, half, in between, maybe 5 or 6. But there are people who say, when things happen, I'll sit down, I will actually do a reflection. And that to me is analysis. It could be 6, or it could be 7, 8, 9, even 10. Okay, if you're done with this, a show of hands, please, so that I can go to the next question. Okay, thank you. Wow, okay. Thank you very much on this. Let's go to the next question now. TSMQ AQ question 2. Again, 1 to 10. I appreciate challenging times of people as I believe they will make me stronger. That means you don't mind people or even the times where it's challenging or people who are challenging because you believe that things will come out better for you. Okay, you know that some people will say, no, I don't want. Okay, I just want to everything status quo. Everything should be soon, which means everything should be smooth. I don't want any disruption. Okay, and if you think that you don't mind challenging times of people, you can go to 7, 8, 9. If you think that no, I don't want. I just want everything to stay the same way there is. Yours could be 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Okay. So now I think we should be more or less done already. So no need to put up the hand. Okay. Thank you for putting up hands. Yes. Wow. I love this group. Okay. Very auto-responsive. And the third question could be, okay, I do not believe in complaining about how bad the situation is. I accept the truth. At the same time, I use my time, energy to try to find a way to get around things to make things work. So you say, Coach Liu, what's the difference on this question? Well, the main thing about this question, compared to other questions is that you do not complain first. You channel all energy into positive use. Okay, again, so some people tend to just complain. Worse still, I've done conferences and workshops where people say, have you seen people who complain, but yet they're successful? But these people are affecting others, but yet in them, they have a resilience. So it's better to not complain, not to affect yourself or others, and try to find a way around. Okay, 1 to 10. Okay, I can see the hands ready. It's time to release the results. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the hands. And the results could be, I need you to tabulate all your 3 scores. Add up all the 3 scores. So the minimum score could be 3, because 3 questions, mark 1. And the highest total score could be 30, because 3 questions for this simplified version assessment profiling. At the same time, 10 each, so 30. Okay, and if you are ready for the assessment results, I would like to take some time. Just put up your hands, say that I'm ready, Coach Luke. I would like to know my level of TSMQ AQ in resilience. Okay, good, good. Okay, just 5 more seconds. Okay, 5, yep, 3, and now revealing to you the results. For those of you who have, by the way, the results when you do online itself, they actually have a list of analysis that's shown to you. But no, I think some of you say, wow, how do I see? I'm going to give you the version of the simplified the answers here. For those who have got 26 to 30, put up a hand right now. Oh, okay. If you're 26 to 30, you have a high level of TSMQ AQ. Okay. I'd like to say that, yes, congratulations. You are a highly resilient person. Okay. You know how to manage yourself. You have got high level of inner drive in you. Okay. At the same time, you have unwavering focus, which is a very powerful skill set to have. And you have got emotional steadiness, which means you know how to anchor your emotion, okay, so that you do not channel the wrong energy. In TSMQ, you have got higher success potential in the northern domain of the sphere of task management and the northeastern domain of the sphere of experience. So in the tracking of this part here, task and experience, yours is actually a high success potential. Well done. I give you a clap. Okay. And if you could be anyone between 1 to 15, don't put up a hand, don't put up a hand. Okay. You could be a lower level of TSMQ AQ according to this analysis. Okay. What happened? Your level is comparatively lower compared to the other groups. You find a bit more difficult to handle stress. It's tough to manage various changes in life. At the same time, you might find circumstances pressing in, overwhelming for you, okay? And you might feel demoralized in the long run. But people, I would like to say it could be the way you perceive things. Perception is very important. By the way, perception is more important than truth, okay? And in TSMQ, you've got lower success potential in the northern domain of the sphere of task and also in the northeastern domain of the sphere of experience. Okay, but no worries. If you have this, it's good to find out first because then we can know how to increase our level of AQ or resilience even higher. Okay, to the next level. If you are 16 to 25th of this, a lot of us fall into this category, moderate level of TSMQ, and it says you are fairly successful both in life and work. Thank you for putting up your hands. And you mentioned that you can detect challenging situation. Oops, this COVID-19. Oh, MCO. Oh, things happen. Changes to the company policy, changes to my team. All this could be challenging situation at times. Okay, but you see the need to handle things well. Okay, but seeing and not is important. But most important is you must know how to do it. Action. Okay, so but you somewhat you don't do it, whether unknowingly or worse still in the natural, knowingly because you just don't want to do it. Okay. In TSMQ, you have got medium success potential, which means not high, not low. You're actually in between because you do know, but you don't carry out. In the 2 atmosphere, the sphere of task, and also in terms of the experience. But since we're all here today, let's discover the strategies to do them now. Okay? So it's very simple. Altogether, actually, there's a full set of strategies here. But for this COVID-19 situation, for this situation now, I want you to be a DFS, Defense Force Specialist. Just remember with me, okay? Just remember DFS, okay? A Defense Force Specialist is someone who is anchored as professional and they will actually help to protect themselves from external circumstances. But a Defense Force Specialist don't just do that. They also do offensive. They'll carry out strategies so that they can actually help to attack the situation. So you are now a DFS, AIA Malaysia. First of all, D stands for determination. And it goes like this. I love this quote by Seth Godin. You don't need a new plan for the new year. You need a commitment. And today, we must make a commitment. Whether to AIA Malaysia, to the people, your clients, even to yourself, to your loved ones, you need to make a commitment now with me. Okay? Determination means every ability to continue to do something, although it is very difficult, It is a mindset. So remember, I talk about mindset first. We start from mindset. Okay, keeping a positive mindset. Always see things in a positive sense. Coach Liu, can't you see the situation is getting a bit more bleak and all this? Because people, you are seeing it from this point of view. You have to see it in the long run. What good will come out for it? You have to know that things will move on if you can move on to do certain strategies to keep you push forward. You have to visualize and talk about success to yourself. This is a very powerful NLP technique. Always say, visualize it. Okay, what should I do next? Things will be better. Oh, will my clients want to actually take up policy at this time? The answer is, it depends on your value, and you can do that when you're able to visualize success and talk to them about how you can help them at this moment too. Okay, be a person to them. Find a support group. Don't stick around with people who always complain, who always talk negative. Try to find a group where you know that we are all like-minded, so that you can be positive and enjoy this whole thing together. Okay, I find my group. Okay, I enjoy to be with the speakers under Jensen International Speaker Management. We just love to come together and talk how things are going to be like and improve and be positive about this. Have you? So these are determination building techniques. Set clear goals. I do know some of you, one day you can meet 3 clients before COVID-19. But now you say, so how? Do you know that actually without traveling time, all this reducing, you can make clients more. So set your goals to, can you meet clients 3 in the morning, virtual, 3 in the afternoon, 6, or even better still, someone tell me that at night I can put it 2 or 3 more. That's 8 to 9. So set clear goals. Or you want to make calls you want to do in terms of splitting appointments, you can also do that too. You can break down into smaller, more manageable tasks. For example, you say, okay, in the morning, I aim to have 3 appointments made first. And then after you've done that, the whole day you want to have 9. So morning, you make 3 appointments. So what do? You tell myself, morning, afternoon, night. Even better, you say night, I want to keep it clear. You put on there in terms of morning, maybe 4, afternoon, 5. So this is how you break down into smaller, manageable tasks. Establish various milestones. So when you hit, say, out of 9, you hit 5, which is more than 50%, what do? I can take a short rest. Or if you're someone who loves to just reward yourself with food, say, I'm going to order something good. You need to reward yourself periodically. Your whole body system need to know that, hey, it's time, I've done something right, I will just reward myself, so that the next period you can push yourself further. Don't forget to carry out quantity and quality checks. Okay, quantity means number appointments or number of people you meet. Quality means every time you meet, make sure, your one thing I know is about sales, but make sure you must add value to them at this moment. Let them see the value in you, so that even though they may think that we need to just conserve our funds, when they see the value in you, I'll tell you, they will invest in you, or whatever you propose to them about policy, they will know there's a high chance they'll get it from you. And when you reach the final destination, let's imagine 9 at the end of the day, you reach it, you must give yourself a bigger reward. How? You say, okay, it's time to rest, it's time to just eat, or maybe just have ice cream. No, just have something that will make you perk up and reward yourself greatly. So these are all the very, very practical determination building techniques for yourself and leaders. It's also for your team. Focus. Focus is power. Okay. Now, Jack Ma mentioned if there are 9 rabbits on the ground, you want to catch 1. What do? You focus on 9? No, you forget the other 8 and just focus on the 1 you want to catch. 1 rabbit. Okay. And there's a lot of truth in it. You know, sometimes we are always, everything we do, we get distracted a lot more, because there's so many things we need to do, even whether at home, especially in terms of TV, or food also, okay? But you know one thing, the benefit, when you do things, effectiveness means you do things right, faster results. Efficiency, you're doing the right things fast, better quality also. And of course, you have got efficacy, is synergizing things well. You are doing things holistically. You utilize all brain cells, including your subconscious mind, okay? And not to mention that we have got determination, mindset, focus is a skill set. The skill set can help you to be not to be distracted. How? By using this powerful principle called focus. Free yourself. Tell yourself, I'm going to do calling within the next hour plus, the next period. Calling wise, no emails, no text in the moment, just focus on calling. That will be focus for yourself. Optimize your timetable. You need to rest. So when do you rest? 5 minutes, including your eyes too. You need to rest your eyes. Caffeine boost, not just by coffee. Sometimes you need to do stretching. Sometimes you need to do this to give yourself the energy perk, to keep it much more, so that when you talk to your clients itself, it's always fresh, okay, and nice to see your energy level. Utilize the 90-minute work cycle. Okay, so remember this powerful on this. In schools, there's always 25 minutes to 35 minutes of period. Okay, but adults, attention span is about 1 hour and about half, which is 90 minutes. So remember to do that. Remember to practice mindfulness too at the same time, and switch tasks. Calling, email, text, strategizing, planning, all this can make your brain work differently so that you can utilize all parts of the brain. And don't forget to do the easiest one first, which is 5-minute task, so that the moment you get it done with it, you have one task lesser on that. The last one, people, will be strength. So DFS, determination, we have got in terms of focus and strength. And what is strength? Okay, strength is not just your physical strength now. I'm talking about mental strength, your inner desire to carry on with life and work in spite of tough situation. Okay, therefore, strength is a hard set. So my set for determination, skill set, focus, and the hard set is for strength. And with this, I'd like to share with you that these are the 5 P's you need to know on this. Okay, the 1 people. Who matters to you most at this time? Okay, it should be your spouse, your children, your parents. And these people are those they must always keep in your heart to say, I'm doing all this. I need to even work to push up, emerge higher through this, further through this, okay, stronger, because these people matters to you. You have to write down 3 people, okay? So it could be your spouse, your children. It could be better still, you can write down their names. Then if not, your parents, whoever matters to you, including if you are getting married soon, your fiance. These will help you to have the strength, mental strength. What do you want to achieve in life? Remember when you first joined the industry, you have that drive. You say, I want to help people. You have to back. You must reignite your passion to get back that in life. Then what are your values in life and at work? So the purpose right now, is it you want to be professional, helpful, you want to be resourceful? Also write down 3 things, okay? So people 3, passion, what is your reigniting your passion, why you join this industry? And of course, the values in life, 3 things. What do you want to show people you are like at work and in life? And of course, projection. Just tell yourself what good will come out of it when you write over the changing times. People remember you. Compared to the rest, you're able to shine higher, further, better. Okay? You are away not just from your competitors, but also from a peer. You actually will be much outstanding, different from the rest. And last but not least, for those people who say, Coach Liu, give me something more. Well, this is the one, personality. You must assume character of someone who is strong in mental strength. Just like Superman. When he's Clark Kent, he's just like this. But the moment he's Superman, what happened to him? His personality shine. So should you be. You must assume someone whom you know is strong, successful at this time. Use that field to actually just visualize the personality. Okay, so who is not courageous? He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. Muhammad Ali. He went through a lot, but yet he becomes a successful professional boxer. And with this, I like to say, be determined at all times. Okay, mindset, focus, skill set, and be strong, not just physically, but also mentally. And I love this quote by Triple Set leader. Okay, I talk about how a positive mindset, enabling skill set, empathetic heart set are what you need to empower yourself totally in life and in work. So quiz time once again. Take a look. What is the first interpretation of this? Well, look at this. Okay. By the way, there's no poll for this because I believe after going through my session, this session here, you have hit it right on the mark because this will surely help you to increase your AQ and emerge stronger together, better and higher. So, AIA Malaysia. Okay. So be a DFS right now. Be determined, be focused, and have the strength, mental strength to go through this together with us. So with this, I'd like to thank you. My name, once again, is Joshua Liu, and hope to see you in Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Joshua. And that was Joshua Liu sharing with you on resilience and AQ. Yes, Darren, come share with us. What have you learned?
Wow, I tell you, I'm too into Joshua's sessions, and he really breaks down a lot of things step by step to let us to really answer into our inner voice. You see, and I really love that the DFS, Defense Force Specialist, and I really hope our life planner can take all these step-by-steps, call it a formula by Coach Joshua to implement in the sales as well. And I always have one thought. If a Superman if you are a Superman and you never take the first steps to save the world, and you are nobody. So as a Superman, we are all Marvel's heroes or even DC heroes. It's just that whether do you take the first step to help all the Malaysians to have a peace of mind, a financial freedom or not. So or to all AIA life planner, I believe that you guys are better than Supermans. You guys are the heroes for all ourselves. Okay, thank you very much for that, Joshua.
Thank you, Darren. Yes, so all AIA life planners, you are a superhero actually. You are a superhero who is here to do work for many families and many, many communities out there. So this is Jensen back on the screen. I'd like to introduce to you the next speaker who is going to share with you on online engagement strategies with your current client. Now, his name is Jensen Tan. Jason has worked extensively with agencies in Singapore to help them up their FYC, the first year commission, and also increase their recruitment numbers. In fact, within a year, he has helped one of the largest and fastest growing agencies in Singapore to increase their FYC by 55% and their numbers of recruits by 86%. The numbers of recruitment and headcount grew from 120 to over 400 within a year. So how did he get the agency to do that, and what are the strategies? He has a lot in store for you. And today, for half an hour, he will share with you on how you can engage your current clients online, and with as simple as if you don't like social media, that's fine. With as simple as using text messaging. And that text messaging, he will tell you what not to do, what to do, and how to do it. Jason will share with you via a video, and let me bring up his video right away, okay? So about 30 minutes, Jensen Tan, a leads generation strategist. Here we go. How you engage your current clients.
Too small, too slow. 2 words, doesn't matter. Once you're chosen, you're in. How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now?
Hello, I'm Jensen Tan, the go-to guy if you want ideas to maximize your sales. Some of my ideas were very practical and easy to execute. And in fact, I have helped one of the fastest and the biggest agency in Singapore to grow its FYC by 55% and grow its agency size by 86% within 1 year. Are you ready to maximize your sales? In this time, it is not easy and it's going to be different, right, from the last few years, because this economy right now and this market is affected by the global outbreak. Are you also affected by the global outbreak? In times like this, do you find it very difficult to find new sales, especially in the cold market? It is especially difficult for you to find leads in this market that is under downturn. So what can you do? What are the things that you can do in order to help you find more sales? Now, you have to understand the psychology of your customers in today's market downturn. This touted recession is going to be a long leg. A lot of people think that this whole thing probably will last for about 2 to 3 years. Of course, we will never know. And if let's say this is going to be the worst case scenario, that this recession is going to be like the Great Depression, and the economical situation is not going to look good in the next 2 to 3 years, you have to relook into your overall sales and marketing strategy and also your process. First thing is, you need to understand the psychology of the consumer in a market downturn. Now, the consumer psychology in the market downturn, how is it going to be different when the times are good? Now, when the times are good, people are making money. Because the economy is going up, a lot of people assume that they're probably going to have their job in the next few months. They don't think that they are losing their job. This fear of losing job is definitely not in their mind. So because of that, right, when they spend money, do you think they will be more careful or less careful with money? The answer is less careful. Now, this is the hard truth. A lot of people, when they are making money, they are okay to spend and they're okay to make mistakes when they spend. Now, what do I mean by making mistakes when you spend? So for instance, let's say you want to buy a shirt and you feel that, yeah, I kind of like it and I'm okay to buy the shirt. Even though it cost me about 80 bucks to about 120 bucks, it's okay for you to buy. So sometimes, have you ever wondered or have you experienced before, after you buy that shirt or you bought that dress, it looks good at the boutique, it looks good at the shop, but the moment you brought back the clothes and then after a while, when you wear it again, you feel that, how come I buy this shirt at that time? Or how come I bought this dress at that time? It doesn't look that good actually. And you regret your decision. However, it is still okay because during good times, we are more okay to make mistakes in buying our products, meaning we are okay to make the wrong decision. But during bad times, right, things are going to be different. Do you want to make bad decision? Do you want to make the wrong decision that cause you to spend money unnecessarily or cause you to regret making the last purchase? You won't want to do that. So in times of market downturn, people are going to be more careful with their money. And when they are going to be more careful with their money, they're going to be more skeptical. So in times of uncertainty, because we're not going to know what's going to happen in the next few years, so we will be higher with our risk tolerance level or lower with our risk tolerance level. So you guess it right. Definitely the risk tolerance level will be much lower. Yeah. So how do we then reduce our risk? In order to reduce risk, you need to gain trust. So in times like this, brand is going to be very important. Trust is going to be very important. Now, whoever can build a strong brand during times like this will benefit better, will be able to sell easier, even when the market is not doing well. So think about it. When you want to buy clothes, what kind of brands you will buy? Yeah, during the bad times, we will still buy, just that we will buy less, right? During bad times, we will still buy electronic stuff, just that we will buy less unless there's a need. So for example, let's say your TV, you need to buy a new TV, or you need to buy a new vacuum cleaner, or you want to go for a new refrigerator because your refrigerator is not doing well, or when you want to buy a new aircon because your aircon is down. So what will be the brands, right, that comes to your mind? Now, the brands that comes to your mind, those brands are considered strong or weak brand? Strong brand, because it has got this thing called top of mind awareness. So when the brand happen to be in your mind and you remember the brand for positive things, that means you do not remember the brand because you hate those brands. The reason why you remember the brand is because you like those brands, or as long as the reason why you remember the brand it's of a neutral stand, then the higher chance that the brand will be bought by you. So in times like this, you need to find a way to make sure you are in your consumers' top of mind. And once you're in your consumers' top of mind, if they want to buy any insurance policy, they will be more comfortable to buy from you. Okay? Of course, when you have that top of mind, you will have some trust, because familiarity makes you have trust. Now, in times like these, right, who will be the kind of customers that will have top of mind about you and also have trust over you? Which is the reason why in times like this, you have to treasure your existing customers. Because your existing customers, they already know you. And that is the reason why it is of a higher chance that if you want to buy, you were to sell something to them again, okay, there's a high chance that they will buy from you because they trust you. Of course, they will only be buying things that they really need. So it is very important that you understand their gap very well and able to propose certain things that they really need. And if you're able to propose things that they really need, high chances with the top of mind awareness, with the trust, it'll be easier for you to find sales in times like this. So how do you approach your existing customers? That will be the next question. A lot of people will be thinking like, oh, let's just go and look for my existing customers and contact them tomorrow after watching this video. Yeah. Now, before you approach your existing customers, there's a few things that I want you to take note. There are 3 things that you must not do mustn't do. Because if you do that, you're going to waste all your leads and you're going to drive your customers away and your customers are not going to come back to you. Okay? Now, the very first thing is do not oversell. Okay, so what happened is in times like this, where we are in the circuit breaker period, we are in a lockdown, everyone is at home. I'm sure you have heard of people telling you that, hey, it's time to Zoom with your client, it's time to give your client a call, text them, message them. Yeah, so you can do that. Most of the people will start with a SMS, which is actually a very good idea. Now, if you want to text your client, this is something that I want you to take note, okay? Now, if you want to text your client, first, do not text them and start selling immediately. Yeah? So let me show you an example of this particular text message that I got. Yeah? So this person texts me, and after the person texts me and say, hello, so I ask like, oh, who are you? They say, remember me? I'm so and so. So I say, okay, yeah, what's up? Straight away, boom, wow, there's a long message. Do you see that, the scroll? There was a long message telling me that, oh, I'm into this funeral service business, so if, in case anyone pass away, you may want to refer my contact to them. And wow, so there's a long list of text message. I didn't even had a chance to breathe and finish reading it. Then boom, another one came in. So I say, oh, thanks for the detailed intro. Huh? Okay, and straight away, want to sell me some more. Okay, I would also like to invite you about my negative ions clothing product too. And I'm also have selling negative ions mask. So keep selling and keep selling and keep selling. Okay, so you can see the conversation stops there. Do I really want to continue the conversation? I don't want. Okay, now this person, is it into me or is it into himself? This person is totally into himself. All he wants to do or all she wants to do is to text me and get me to buy their stuff. Now, do you think if you are the customer right now and I'm going to text you and straight away I'm going to give you a long message telling you all the stuff that I'm buying, and I'm going to throw you all the services that I'm offering and hope that you will catch one and I'll get one sales? If that is your agenda, if that is what you're thinking in your mind, you are looking at the wrong side of the telescope. Seriously. Okay? So please do not oversell. So that is the first thing you do not do. The second thing that you don't do is don't sell too soon. Now, of course, some people have a kind of a methodology, which is good. Okay? So they tell you like step one, you should say hello to your prospect first or to your existing customer first, and then step two, engage with them, have a short conversation, and then start to sell. So it's like a 3-step process. Very good, very well done. But I want you to understand that you do not follow this methodology like a robot. Okay, so let me show you what I meant. So the first message, how are you, Jason? So I say, hello, I'm fine, nice to connect with you. So what can I do for you today? And then, oh, good to connect with you too. How's your work coming along? So very good is asking about me, which is quite nice of the person. And then I say, oh, okay, work's showing optimistic outlook. Thanks for asking. And after straight away, I understand, Jason. Would it be open for an opportunity which you can work without disrupting your current job? So do you think the guy really understands what I want? Do you really think the guy understands what I'm actually doing right now? Never even ask me anything, straight away, pam! Want to jump into the conversation and want to start sell already. Yeah, that's too soon. That's really too soon. Okay? You need to listen first. Have a proper conversation before you even think about bringing the topic of sales conversation. Okay, because not all engagement leads to sales conversation immediately. Not always immediately. Okay, now you must remember, your commitment to your client is forever. So do not rush to always want to sell something. Imagine if I keep wanting to sell you something, what will you do? You run away, right? You get irritated as well. So number two, the number two things that you don't do is do not sell too early. Number three, okay, so number three is don't over probe. Now, what do you mean by don't over probe? Okay, it's actually a very long message. I did not show you the entire message. So the person say hi, I say hi. Then the person asks me, so what do you do? So I explain what do I do. Then the person say, are you into content creation? So I like, what do you mean by content creation? And then the person reply me and say, what kind of content creation that the person is referring to? And then ask me, am I looking to curate content? So I'm like, huh? I'm like, okay. But then I ask like, what do you mean by curate content? Then I ask properly like, what is your agenda? What do you want to find out? Are you looking for content creator? So if you are, then maybe I can maybe recommend you someone, right? Then the person say, oh no, I just want to try and understand what do you do. After asking so many things, I still don't know what the person want. And then I ask the person, so what do you do? And then the person didn't reply me. Then the person continued to ask me, so what do I do? Am I a part-time lecturer? Am I a full-time trainer? So what do I do? And then after that, want to drink coffee with me already. So I don't even know what the person wants from me. Okay? So I asked, can you just tell me what you do? You're so mysterious. Then the person say, oh, I'm from a fintech firm. Finally, right? Okay, but I still don't know what the person is doing. Then the person straight away give me the phone number and say, let's catch up. Let's see whether we have synergy. Okay, is there anything we can do together? Oh my God. Why don't you look at my Facebook? Why don't you look at my Instagram and take a look at what I really do, right? Because my information is really there. And if you have been, if you are sincere about working with me, you probably will have done your homework. So similarly, if you're very sincere to work with your customer and you want to benefit them and you want to offer your service to them, do you need to do some homework about your customer first? You need, right? So you need, that's right. And some people will be asking, the reason why I probe so much is because I'm doing homework right now. Okay, I can't fault you for that, but that is not the right way to do it. Okay, you should do some homework to understand what's the situation first before you even make the call. And when you make the call, you have the right to ask some question, but ask smart question and then wait for the answer so that you know how to respond. And the way you're asking the question cannot be making people feel like you are selling the way you want to sell. Okay? Because today the consumer are different. They want to buy the way they want to buy. So therefore, you need to understand, right, what is it that you need to ask in order to have a, I would say, a smooth sales process. Yeah? So how do you do that? Let me share with you my 3 tips on how do you engage with your existing customers. I call it the I call this the 3-step process. So step 1, now when you engage with your customer, what you need to do is first you follow up with you always start with a greeting message, a friendly greeting message. Okay? Second, after the greeting message, there should be some open-ended question and wait for the answer. Once they give you the answer, I would like you to listen more and talk less. Okay? Listen more and talk less. That's very important. So only through the listening, then you're able to understand the situation, able to understand what your customer is going through before you understand what kind of value can you offer to make your customer appreciate your presence and see the value in doing business and doing more business with you again. Yeah? So it's only through listening and after understanding the full picture, then you come to step 3. In step 3, you will offer as much help as you can before you even start bringing up your solution, which is the things that you want to sell. Okay, so these are the 3-step process, very easy 3 steps. However, if you do it wrongly and if you follow it like a robot, again, right, it will feel very hard sell, you'll feel like you're not sincere, and then it defeats the whole purpose again. Yeah, so what you need to do, okay, I'm going to give you one example on how we're going to go through this whole thing. Yeah? Step 1, okay? So how do you engage with your existing customers? You will start off with a friendly greetings. So what kind of friendly greeting? Now before we go into that, some people will ask, why do you need to start with a friendly greetings? So again, when you start with a hi and then followed by an open-ended question, ask question. In this friendly greeting, ask question. Those questions that you ask is going to be key to open up your customers' mind and allow them to share with you the situation and the condition and the things that they're going through. And that will give you some background check to have a good understanding about what your customers are experiencing before you see whether whatever that you offer, is it of any value to them at the moment? Is it relevant to them? Do you think it's going to be useful for them? Yeah? So why is it that you always want to ask? Now, people like being asked, to be honest. Everyone likes to be asked. So if I ask you, like, how are you today? Oh, how's your life? And how's your project coming along? It seems like I'm interested in your life. And because when I ask, a lot of people will feel that, hey, they can get to talk about their life. And you will realize that a lot of people like to talk about their life. So when you give people a chance to talk about themselves, do they feel good? Obviously, they feel good, right? And when you ask, people respect you for asking, because it feels like you are not so much about you only, you're also about them. Yeah, that is the reason why asking how they are doing, it's a very important first step. And people will feel more important because you ask about them. That is the reason why when you start off the conversation, when you text them, offer them a friendly greeting and ask them how they are doing. Yeah. Then number 2, you must listen more and talk less. So if you don't invest in sufficient discovery, okay, you will appear to be more interested in pushing your own product than you are helping your clients. So it's very important that you listen. So a lot of people don't really listen, like, how are you? And no matter what is your answer, I'm going to sell you next. So how are you? I'm fine. Hey, have you heard about my product? Not so good, right? You straight away jump in. Okay, this asking become not sincere. The intention is wrong. Yeah, it's just to ask like a by the way thing, and then after that straight away I try and push my product to you. Okay, so if you are doing it that way, wrong really. This whole thing doesn't work for you. Okay, so make sure you listen attentively. Okay, and then you can have some probing. Yeah, when you are asking them some questions. Okay, so how are you today? They say, I'm fine. And then you can follow up with some more questions to encourage them to say more about themselves, tell you more about themselves. Yeah, that's very important. So listen more, talk less. You can probe, but the reason why you want to probe is to understand what they are going through, what's their situation now. All right? And then after you have heard enough, then you offer your help to them. Offer to help them first. Offer to help them first, not offer to sell them first. Okay? So be interested in your customers' battle, because your customers are overwhelmed. Definitely a lot of them are not going through easy time right now. Okay, so help them make their life easier, not with slick tricks and empty promises, and see what you can do for them. Offer a helping hand. So your helping hand can be offer them a source of maybe insights or useful information. Yeah, during this period of time, see is there any small things that you can do for them, like for example help them with a job or things like that. Yeah, so this will be the 3 steps, and let me give you a specific example and go through with you how this example will lead on to the sales conversation step by step. Okay, so step 1, offer friendly greetings. I've got 3 examples over here that you can take a look. The first example is, how are you coping? Yeah, you can just text them and say, hi, how are you coping? You don't need to say who you are, assuming you guys are quite close. Yeah, I'm assuming that, right? Okay, so if let's say you guys are not close, then of course you need to say, hey, hi, do you remember me? I'm Jason. Yeah, I'm your financial advisor. You have bought this policy from me, okay, about some time back. Yeah, I just want to check in with you, so I want to know how you are coping. Yeah, you can do that. Or you can ask them, like, hey, are you working from home? Or you can ask them, hey, are you okay there? Now, when you say, are you okay there, it could be because you saw their Facebook page and you saw some of the posts and you feel that, hey, maybe they're not coping so well, or they wrote some negative posts on the Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn. Then you can text them and ask them, are you okay there, to understand the situation better. Yeah? So this will be the 3 suggested posts that you could use in order to engage with them, the starting message. Now let me share with you how this whole thing will pan out to be in step 2. So for example, when you ask, how are you coping? Are you working from home, or are you there? Okay, these questions allow you to understand whether is your prospect, that means your existing customer, their job, are they affected? So for example, when you ask, so how are you coping? They say, I'm working from home. Or if you ask, like, are you working from home? They say, yeah, I'm working from home. That means they still have a job. Yeah, so then you can probe and say, oh, are you affected? So a lot of people has their income being reduced. So are you also affected by it? And how are you coping? Yeah, you can ask questions like that to get them to share more, to let you understand, right, their situation right now. Yeah, because in this line, right, okay, in this line selling insurance coverage, there's a few things that will be key for your review. Okay, number one will be income change. If there's an income change, then obviously there is a need for review. Yeah, and number two will be maybe the situation change, like the economical condition, the health condition change. Maybe there's a need to review and see whether is there any gap. Yeah, so this will be the kind of question that you're asking to understand, right? How can you help? How can you help? And maybe is there anything that you can offer value that will be able to help them tide through this difficult time? And are there any things that you need to make sure you raise to their awareness so that they will be able to tide through this time, right, in a more easy manner? Yeah, so it's very, very important that you ask the questions first before you even ask them. Because to them, right, all the policies probably are the same. They do not understand the differences between CI and medical and life and saving. To them, maybe they're all just insurance, right? And some of them, they buy because they trust you and they don't even know what they're buying. So it's very, very important that you understand the situation well before you even offer anything that you feel that will be of help to them. So listen carefully first, okay? So if let's say that they say that, I'm not okay. Yeah, you know that they are having some trouble. Then you want to understand what kind of trouble they are going through. After that, then you will offer them help. Now, offer help first before offering your solution. So what do I mean by that, right? So for example, let's say, are you working from home? And they say, oh, I lost my job. Oh, you know they lost their job. So what do you need to do first? So you can ask them things like, oh, what kind of job are you looking for? Okay, what kind of skill set previously you have? What company were you previously from? And then you can use your network. Right now, it's where you use your network and see whether can you get a referral, can you help your customer find a job? Now, if you can get your customer find a job, you solve that problem, I'm very sure, okay, they will also help solve your sales problem. Okay, so offer them some help. So for example, some people told me that now I am I got my pay card and I really don't know what to do right now. So then I say, why don't you just go and maybe do Grab food for a while? And they say, it's very tough and I don't really understand how to go about doing it. And so I told them, maybe you can come up with a different way. You can still deliver stuff, right? You don't have to do Grab food. You can still deliver stuff and offer to deliver stuff to your friend. So then they came up with a Facebook ad and say, anyone who wants to deliver anything, I collect a flat fee of $8 to $10. Then I refer some customer over, and what happened? You build goodwill, right? Okay, you help to solve the problem first. When you help to solve the problem, they will not see you as a pest. They will see you as someone of value. They will treasure the friendship. They will treasure the client and the agent relationship. That's what you want. Okay? So once you build a trust, remember, in uncertain times, when trust is high, risk becomes lower when it comes to making a purchase decision. So if you're able to build the trust, if you're able to build the bond and able to have the strong emotional connection, it will always be easier for you to sell in this market downturn. Okay? So understand that not every engagement needs to end up with a sales conversation, because some people will be asking like, Jason, what about if I call, then I cannot sell, so I wasted my time. No, you don't waste your time. You never waste your time. Your time with your customer is going to be forever, because you're going to do all the after sales, right? Okay, you're not just going to be there for the good time. If every time all you think is, I want to meet my customer only if they're going to buy something from me, you are having the wrong mindset. If this is the kind of psychology that you have, right, as a professional, I'm sad to say that this is not the right way to think. Okay, this is not the right way to think, because this thinking probably won't be the right way to win. Short term maybe, long term probably not. Yeah. So understand that you're in this for the long haul. and your commitment again for your customer it's forever. So if you want to do this very well, you need to understand that when you call your customer, your role is to help them. Whatever that you're doing is to help them be financially strong and financially independent. So when they are financially shaken, you have to think of a way to help them to bounce back again. So that will be your value to them. That will be the reason why they will engage you and not just engage any Tom, Dick and Harry to get a financial coverage from any company. Because if you do that, you'll be replaced by robot easily. Okay? So be interested in their battle and they will return a favor. I hope you have enjoyed this session today. And if you are interested in what I have to share, do follow me on my social media and I will see you again.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jason. Okay, yes, thank you very much, Jason. We have a couple of more minutes for interaction and for your questions. Before we do that, I also like to know if you have enjoyed all the speakers sharing so far, can we see your hands raised, please? See your hands raised. So I want to see how many hands raised, and I want to see if we can exceed 250, 300 hands. Because if we exceed 300 hands, then I will share with you another platform where you can get more content for free. Then we do a live session, okay? Yes. So let's see how many more.
Keep going.
Keep going. Yes, keep going. So okay, how many hands? Raise your hands if you like to have more of such content that will help you to do well in your business and thrive in your production and your sales. Okay, we are hitting 250 soon. I'm going to put something on the screen right now. Okay, I'm going to put something on the screen right now. And this is what we have upcoming tonight, actually, is tonight. Okay, yes, upcoming tonight. So as part of our service to the industry and to help empower the industry of life insurance, we put together a talk show every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. You will see us on live, Facebook Live at facebook.com/Jensen Siaw International. That's right, that is the link. That is the link that you go and access our talk show live, okay? And on this link, you will see that at 9 p.m. tonight, we also bring together different experts. So we have tonight Agnes Ng, who is the Asia's Rookie Agency Leader Award winner, and Joshua will also be doing live decodement and profiling of the people's image. So we're going to pick two guests tonight to come onto the show where Joshua will share with you, profile your image and share with you how to make yourself look better, look more impressive on virtual selling platform, okay? So to all our AIA Malaysia friends, we hope to see you tonight, 9 p.m. on Facebook Live at Jensen Siaw International Facebook page. You can screenshot this, you can take a picture of this so that to remind you yourself of attending this evening. Okay, so let me, so tonight you will see Benjamin again, you will see Ken again, you will see myself, you will see Joshua. And if you'd like to be profiled tonight on your image, let us know, okay? Go there and say, me. Yay, to see you tonight. Now, so yes, once again, come to almost the end of our entire segment and session. And what I like to do now is, Darren, you have any comments? You have anything for our life planners?
I really appreciate, I really hope that all our life planners, our leaders, do really appreciate your efforts and the teams with all the coaches, with all the international speakers to inspire us. And I really benefit a lot, even as a co-host. And truly thank you for all the efforts.
Yeah, thank you, Darren. To Darren, to Ling, to AIA Malaysia, Don and the entire team, thank you so much for this collaboration. Now, this is our heart to you. So from now on, before we end the seminar and beyond, we'd like you to join us on our social media platforms. You can reach out to the individual speakers to continue your conversation on your questions. And you can also go to our Facebook page, Jensen Siaw International, and like us there, follow us there, because we are keeping you informed of all upcoming seminars, talk shows, Facebook Lives that will add more value to you. Okay, so now let's take a look at the chat. We still have 450 people in the room. We have a lot of people chatting, and we still have a few questions and answers. So everybody, if you're enjoying this session and you'd like to see more value brought to you, can you raise your hands? And raise your hands to give a big applause to Darren and Ling, who is in the session with us. Whoa. Okay, we are
AIA always support our life planner, guys.
Yes. Yeah. And we are right on the dot at 12 o'clock. So to all life planners, this is Jensen. We will see you again very, very soon. Join us online on our Facebook Live talk show. So I'll let our fellow speakers here say goodbye to you. Speakers, take over.
Hello everyone, it's great to be here to have this session with you all, and it's such positive energy. So remember, we must be a DFS so that you can emerge together stronger. All for yourself, for AIA Malaysia.
Yeah, thank you, Joshua. Benjamin.
Everyone, another very wonderful session. Thanks for the great engagement. But remember, knowledge is power. Is it correct or not?
No.
Knowledge is power is not only that. Applied knowledge then is power. So what you have learned from all of us today, what you have gathered, all these insights, don't just keep it in your head. Go and apply it, and you will continue to thrive.
Yes, go out there, apply it. And can I say a few words to everybody?
I would like to share a takeaway from Jason's lesson, the last speaker. So this is a question that was brought up in the chat. So this is the mindset that you should be carrying out. First step, there'll be 3 steps. So the first step is friendly greetings first. Second step, listen more, talk less, so listen more. The third step is offer to help first before bringing up solutions. So
offer to help.
Yes, are always more important.
That's right, listen more and talk less. This is like seeing your clients as somebody who has a lot to share with you. So do your fact find correct, find out about them, probe deeper, understand more, and you'll give the best solutions. Thank you, Ken. So to all the people in the chat, thank you, Mr. Tan HP. You have Debbie, Jasmine, Chani. Okay, so there's some music for you. Take good care. Have a very, 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 very good period of thriving business, even in MCO and beyond. Okay. Darren, thanks. Lean, thanks to every life planner. Thank you.
See us tonight, 9 p.m. on Jensen Siaw International's Facebook.
Yes, this evening, 9 p.m. Facebook Live. See you there.